Welcome back. In this recording, we're going to be talking about doing research in an outside source like Ancestry.com, or you can see right here kind of a list. Ancestry.com, Find My Past, My Heritage, Jenny Annette, Belay, and Google. So there's these different options. The one I'm going to show you here is Ancestry, and it's pretty similar, meaning they're a different platform, but you're really looking for the same type of information, generally speaking. So you can use whichever one you find comfortable, but Ancestry is probably one of the biggest. So we're just going to focus on Ancestry today. So I have one of my family members here, Alma Pearl Yuryar, and she's going to be our little helper today. She's going to help us learn how to use Ancestry. So if I look down at her information, I'm going to notice very quickly that she does not have a death date. That's something we can search on Ancestry to see if we can find. We've already looked at all of her blue boxes and attached her sources. So there's no more sources that Family Search is pulling up for us, but I really want to find her death date. So let's go see if we can find it. So I'm going to click on Ancestry. Now remember, if you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you can get a free Ancestry account by using your record number. When you sign up for your Family Search account, make sure you put in that record number. And then when you go to Ancestry, you can sign up for a free Ancestry account. And so if you're not sure how to do that, just Google it online. You will be able to find that. There's going to be resources to help you find out how to sign up for Ancestry. But just so you know, it's free to members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. If you're not, that's okay. You can pay to use that resource if you'd like, or you can maybe look at other resource options. So here we are, where we pulled up my Ancestry account. I'm already signed in, as you can see up here. So I'm signed in, so I don't have to re-sign in. It just kept me signed in. And it's going to automatically pull up Alma Pearl because that's who I was on in Family Search when I clicked on Ancestry. So it brings her up. Here's her basic information here on the left, which is great. And then on the right is some research suggestions that they have. They have a 1950 census record. As you can see, let me see if I can get that to go away. Okay, as you can see, it's just kind of a list of resources. You can refine it by doing a filter. Maybe I only want birth, marriage, and death certificates or records because I'm looking for something very specific. I'm looking for when did she die? So that would be a good one to click on. Maybe I'm looking for something else. Maybe I want to look at a census record on her to see if I can find children or siblings or something like that, or her parents. So I could also click on that as well. But in this case, we're trying to find a death certificate. So I now have a list of those types of things. And if you watch, as I scroll over the little blue highlighted part, it will bring up what's on that, like a snapshot of what's on that record. So I can just scan that really quick and see how it compares to my girl. As you can see, her spouse is listed as Lester R. Price right there. It also, oops, let's bring it up again. It also lists Patricia and Patricia A, which, as you see, matches her daughter. So this is most likely my girl. And if you go back, you can see that she was born in 1911, just as it says on the left here. So there's a very good chance this is our girl, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to go ahead and view the record. And that is going to bring up that. It also is showing us the picture of her headstone, which I always love. Anytime you find a grave, I get very excited because it is such a springboard oftentimes into finding more people in the family. Because oftentimes they'll be buried in the same cemetery. So that's pretty exciting. So I don't like to just look at what's here. I actually like to click on the URL for the Find a Grave resource and goes directly to Find a Grave. But before I do that, I want to show you this. So once I found one that I think is her, if you'll notice, there's a suggested records to the right here. This is a list of other records that match up really well with this person. This might be a bunch more records on her. So that's very exciting. And we can go back and look at those at a later time. I'm not going to do that with you today. Right now we have one focus. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that Find a Grave record. and that is going to pull this up. And oh my, look at that. We've got a picture. That's so exciting. I believe I've shown how to do that in my other videos, how to move that to her record in a very simple way. So I'm not going to show you that here. But you see we've got her death date. Let's look. There's her husband's birth, or his headstone. And so we can look at his information, see if there's more information we can pull from that. There's children. She has her daughter here. This is very exciting. This is so exciting to me. So we have a great resource that we can now add to her. And this is going to give us her information. Now, I'm not going to show you how to add this resource to her in this video. I'll do that in a separate video. But I am going to show you how to get her death date into her record. So we've got the death date here, and I'm kind of I like to just write things down. So I've got my Alma. I'm going to write her death date down in my little notebook, 5th of January, 1979. Great. And now I'm going to go out of there, and I've got to move. I've got a little bar here. I got to move out of the way. So I'm going to go back into her record. And I can now go to her vitals, and I can click on this little death date. I can push edit. Already got where she died, which is great. But now we're going to put the date in. So we've got that she was the 5th, and it's probably going to adjust this for me, but January. Okay, my thing's sorry. January 1979. So she died a year after I was born. Okay, so now I like to click on the calendar. That's totally standardized now. And reason this information is correct is find a grave. There we go. Now it's good. It's very good to put in why you've changed something or added something, because as you can see, well, actually this one doesn't. Oh yeah, see this? There might be someone watching this record. Maybe it's a family member who wants to make sure that anything that's changed on there is correct. And so I like to just give them a quick heads up of what I did and why I did it. So they will be notified of my change. I put find a grave so she knows why I did what I did. And then I go ahead and click save. And boom, it's totally updated and it's standardized, which is what we want. So that is how you can use those outside resources like Ancestry.com, or I'll show you Find My Past. I'll just quickly make sure that you give it permission to go there. It's going to take you to an outside web page outside of Family Search. So here's our same girl. Oops, I'm going to move this up here. This is Find My Past, and this is brings her up. Here's her information on the right. Here's her some options on the on the left is their information, on the right is some options that they found. They found one. So this could be another resource that I could use for her. I personally spend most of my time in Ancestry. I have tried to use some of these other ones, and I feel like they list a lot of the same things and not usually new information that I didn't find on Ancestry. So, but there are other options, and I think that's important to know that there are other options. Okay, that is it for this recording. Thank you so much for watching.